The Kencast bungalow estate was built just after the war by the local council. The estate houses a lot of people who are quite old and would have difficulty moving off the estate to live anywhere else.
All the neighbours that go past it just put their hands up and that's us, what you want and that, and very friendly and that.
When the trust took over, it had to meet a promise made by the council that it would refurbish all of the precast reinforced concrete homes across Vale Royal. We're spending £1.5 million on the properties. This will enable us to replace all of the bathrooms and the kitchens, upgrade the electrics in the properties, as well as deal with the structurally defective precast concrete outside skins of the properties.
When you're in there talking the job, it sounds great. You're going to get a new kitchen, lovely new tiles, new floor, lovely windows, nice new brickwork outside, all flagged and bonny. They get a picture in their head straight away. Oh, brand new home, but we've got to get there.
The cost and the trauma of moving people out of their homes meant that this option wasn't really a feasible way forward, and so we would have to work with the residents to make life as easy as we possibly could for them during carrying out of the works.
We went and introduced ourselves to the tenants and reassured them that we were there to help, and we helped them clear all of the stuff out of the kitchens and got everything ready for when the workmen arrived.
At first, the idea was that we would be in and out of a property and it would be completely finished at the quickest possible period of time.
They came in, they altered all the windows and had to replaster them all, and I think there was 4 men in here working on them at the time.
You've got like electricians, plumbers, joiners, floor layers, plasterers, you know, the whole caboodle.
Being on a building site myself, I know what that kind of problems you can come up with. When you're trying to work around people living, it gets a little bit harder and frustrated on both sides. You've got to understand that, it's on both sides.
As the project developed, it became apparent that it was actually easier just to let the outside work be done first, have a little gap, then go in and do the kitchen, then come back and do the bathroom and so on, because that actually was less stressful for the tenants, and although it's not what we would have thought would be the least stressful way of carrying out the works, it's what residents wanted, and we've been able to show that we're adaptable to do that.
It could be that some of them would go off to respite for the day, or the majority of them would stay in the home and help us to help them.
Throughout the project, it's been necessary to have regular liaison with residents, with our own staff, with our supported living staff, with the consultant from Arcus, and of course with the contractor D Stant, who are a critical part of the whole process, because they're actually managing the men who are going in and out of tenants' homes doing the work.
All these units are a mirror image of each other. They're all going to get the same amount of work done. We're changing our tactics on the first couple of phases. We've changed them, and it's working really well.
We've also had to deal with residents' particular needs in terms of disabled adaptations, and we've had our own occupational therapist who has been on site for large parts of the time to make sure that the bathroom designs in particular meet the particular needs of individual residents.
The house is absolutely brilliant now. It's a lot warmer. When it goes cold, you know, you don't feel it so much like we used to.
It's made a big difference with having this double glazing put in, there's no doubt about that.
It's certainly been difficult for the residents, but at the end of the day they're getting improved homes with the better insulation, better facilities to live in, and yes, they've had some upheaval undoubtedly during carrying out of the works, but by bringing in Arcus as a specialist consultant with vast experience in managing this type of activity for other RSLs, we've been able to use their expertise to make things as smooth as we possibly can for the residents during the period of the works.
And if there's been any snags, we've just reported it, and if come across and had a look at it and said, right, we'll get somebody across and fix it up as soon as we can.
We get round the meeting and it's dead positive, it's dead forward, and we even get a lot of feedback with the tenants as well, you know, that they're going to Weaver Vale saying, you know, the lads are good and they were happy with the work.
It does look sparkling new. As you come down the road now, it looks like a brand new estate.
Just looking from the outside, they look like brand new bungalows now. You wouldn't think it was the same place.